Ach, up, ach, up, ach. Oh, wang, 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 wang. Good morning. My name is Chris Fox, and today we're talking about making readers work for it, which is something that we as authors owe them. If we can do this and do this well, you're going to have a loyal fan base for the rest of your career. They're going to keep coming back because readers love to feel smart, as Janet over at World Anvil would say. They love connecting dots. They want to be able to say, oh, this plus this equals this. You don't give them 4. They say, oh, you gave me 2. And then over here I found another 2 and I realized they're related, so they equal 4. So you really want your reader to find the clues that you're sprinkling around. And you do this through setups and payoffs. So if you want to have this epic ending that is involving a gun, let's say Chekhov's gun, hopefully you're all familiar with Chekhov's gun. If not, I would recommend Googling it. But the basic premise is you got to plant something in Act 1 if you're going to use it in Act 3. You've got to set something off if you are later going to pay it off. And this can be really applied to every part of your writing. So not just the plot itself, but also characterization. So let's say I used to be 100 pounds heavier. I was a much, much bigger guy for a lot of my adult life. About 10 years ago, I lost 90 pounds, and I've kept it off. I was a much heavier guy for a very long time, and there's a lot that goes with that you can bleed into the writing. So you never have to say that this character is overweight. If I'm just drawing upon my own experience, I can talk about the shame that I felt in public places, or like riding public transit, because you realize you're going to take up more than one seat and you feel bad about this, but what choice do you have? Your body is simply too large to fit into that seat. Like you can show the shame without ever saying, I'm overweight. You could show how out of breath I felt when I was climbing the hill in San Francisco. So you really can give readers pieces and bits and let them infer from there. You don't have to straight deliver it. And this goes back to, showing instead of telling. You want to show them things, and don't show them all at once. Show them little pieces. Let them see how they're adding up. On a greater contextual level, if you look at a longer series, I have 3 series now. And at first glance, they appear to be all in separate genres. But they actually are in the same universe. And so what I've done is layered Easter eggs in each of my series. And so when fans are reading through the series, they'll find a piece over here in Deathless, and then they'll find a piece over here in the Magitech Chronicles, and then over here in Void Wraith. And they start assembling them and realizing, wait a minute, these are all the same universe. And that's where fans love feeling smart. So I get emails all the time, oh my God, is this the same universe? And they're so excited when they learn that, because I didn't tell them that. It doesn't say anywhere, hey, all this is in the same universe. I made them figure it out. I made them find those pieces and connect the dots and look for those Easter eggs. So in your own writing, see if you can show instead of tell, set up your payoffs, give them little bits and make them assemble it. And start this on page 1 and work it throughout the rest of the novel. If something needs to be important in Act 3, you've sort of got to set it up in Act 1. And so start doing that. Give them a couple of pieces so they're starting to assemble them. If your character needs to be a master swordsman by the end of your fantasy novel, then you better start their training quickly, and you've got to show that they're bad initially, and different steps in the progression and how they're changing. Give the reader pieces. Show them, get into a confrontation, lose a fight, and then later get into a confrontation and win a fight. So you're sort of giving them that arc. It's all about chaining the pieces together. Anyway, guys, I hope this is useful. Some of my quick tips are really precise, and some of them are rambly like this one. If it is useful, please let me know in the comments. I will keep the videos coming. I need to get back to the writing, and I will see you next week.